Marvel Studios and Disney have allegedly dumped Hailee Steinfeld as Hawkeye, and she will not be returning. Believe it or not, the source of this is Hailee Steinfeld, except they took her reply and twisted it into what it's not. So let's talk about what she actually said and the prospect of her return. So this comes at us from a recent interview that Hailee did with E.T., and she was just talking about her time in Hollywood, where her career has taken her, of course talking about her Marvel roles. And yes, I do say Marvel roles, because most of you know, she plays / voices Spider-Gwen. And of course, she's also Kate Bishop. So they asked her if we're going to be seeing her return as Kate Bishop in the MCU, and she said, maybe. And in another interview, she said she would return in other projects. Now, everybody I've seen report on this is just taking the maybe as a, well, she's not returning. They're not bringing her back. And of course, the people running with this are the people that are running with the narrative that they're going to cancel or outright put a stop to women and, pushing agendas or whatever, when there's no truth to it, because in multiple other interviews, she said other projects are lined up and she would be back. She's just not sure when and where. Her saying maybe is her saying, well, maybe, right? Maybe I'll be back. She doesn't want to spoil anything or reveal anything. Like, they're not just going to cut her out. She signed a contract. And she can't back out of it. And they're not going to fire her because she was a great get. So, yeah, I don't really see anything here. She's going to be back. Just because they haven't announced her return doesn't mean she's officially out, which is what some people are saying. Remember, people were saying the same thing in regards to Brie Larson. Oh, she's not saying that the Marvels or Captain Marvel 2 at the time is happening. This means she's out. It's like, no, they just haven't announced it. Like, you guys see what I'm saying? Like, Paul Bettany hasn't announced when he's returning. Does that mean he's fired and not returning? No, they just haven't announced it. So, yeah, she'll be back. They're not going to let her go. Like, she's one of the biggest uprising stars in Hollywood, and they scored her, and they specifically waited to score her for this project because that was literally their number one choice. So they're not going to just drop her. That would be ridiculous. And before people bring in the views for Hawkeye, yeah, none of those numbers are right because it's all metrics. We've never gotten official numbers. So anything out there, it doesn't count because it's not real. Because if it was, then remember, Mando Season 2, after the Gina controversy, only allegedly was watched by less than 40,000 people. Remember, people believe this. People with functional brains believe this. Well, okay, in this case, their brains aren't that functional, but they're functional enough to get a dumb, that out. It's functional enough to get that stupidity out.